With that, Bimmer beckons you forward. Welcome to the Elven Dominion. I see you have helped grant Mila passage through our land. I, I love the vigor of you, but I doubt you can fight an army all in your lonesome.
No,
Well,
we never,
send us
we
in
never
as a
said
strike
no.
team. I feel like we would be better served as a strike team sent on missions that require a bit more discretion than an army can handle.
You're asking a lot of us when you're saying describe.
As you guys are discussing, the doors to the capital, they burst open, and a scout runs into the throne room and delivers a message to the Grand King Bimmer. He takes the news, and he looks at the group, and, well, I think we might have a solution to all of this.
Go on.
Looks like Kasim has heard of this group of you adventurers.
Let me guess, we're the base.
Well, it's either here nor there what you do. He said he would spare my city if I handed you over.
Oh, good.
As I said, the bait.
So you travel for about a day's time until you reach the supposed area of the camp itself. It's night, because you can never do a stealth mission during the day.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Ahead of you, you see tons of legionnaires walking in between each tent. You see a few stationed at different parts of the pathway itself. You see some legionnaires just standing around right here, around right here, around right here, and that's all you can see from your vantage point from where you guys are.
Okay, I'll do the thaumaturgic noise.
All right. What kind of where? Show me where you put the noise.
Guess we were looking for like what here?
What are you making the noise out to be?
Rustle leaves, maybe?
Yeah, like so the sound of like someone there, rustling, maybe like a larger creature, something that they would investigate.
Sweet. You should make noises of your party except over there.
Okay then, I'll make the sounds that I make, but farther away then. I'm doing a ventriloquist act now.
Yeah.
Sweet. Perfect. Your group immediately hears, it's kind of like uncanny how you can hear like noises of what you've been hearing the whole time, just further away. You can even hear Jeremy and Ramen just like poking fun at each other, like doing stupid stuff. And
I
the
quickly sneak back to the rest of everyone.
the legionnaires beneath you, they hear the noises and they rush to the noise itself. One remains where they're standing. So 3 have ran off, 1 is right there.
Maybe we take the surprise round to shoot him, and if he is still alive when all of us have gone, you can sleep. 7 damage from Jeremy.
Okay. He's not dead. You did
Okay.
pound almost half of his health away. I'm at more than half of his health away.
How much?
Basically, you just shoot him full of 4 crossbow bolts. The total was... You pounded 36 points of damage into him.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Rolls.
Those are some terrible rolls.
Jeez, that's a horrible roll.
You guys, Ramen, you put your hands forward to try and sleep the Legionnaire. After getting pelted with the crossbow bolts, pam, 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 he kind of like leans back and forth and then just thuds to the ground.
You slept him. You got him.
Let's go. We need to move.
Oh shit, okay.
I have a feeling that didn't go well.
As you guys are running out of the forest towards the fallen comrade, you hear a shout further down the road, and you see the 3 legionnaires right here point and raise the crossbows they have toward you.
Well, let's book it.
Hang on.
Alright. So we fucked the stealth. Let's run.
Alright, you guys are running. The legionnaires have shouted to the groups next to them, and they've started running towards you guys. The group right here goes this way. The group right here goes this way.
Keep running. Keep running. Go.
People here
They're coming
just
after us.
go this way.
So,
And you guys coming up to the store, you actually see there are no guards right here.
okay,
Oh, that's-
go in.
Let's go.
That's
They
good.
left us.
And now we're in.
Yes, give us his monologue during his turn.
It's nice 6 seconds of monologue.
Well, I was going to offer a one-on-one battle with you, but if you decide to fight me all in one, I'll give you the 6 seconds to try and kill me. My guards will be here in a moment, you all will be sloon.
Loon? That's not
Sloan.
a word.
It's not a word.
Sloan? Sloon?
I went to college. That's not a word. Slade is the word.
Sloon. Well, I've heard about you, group. You're on the same quest as I.
To bring
Yeah,
magic
we're
back.
winning.
Well,
Yeah,
not magic back, it's mainly the armor thing. If you think you're winning, well, I'm sorry to say that you're wrong.
Then you win.
Okay, so what happens is you're swinging at him with a flail, you try and hit him bot the head, and the crown doesn't fall off. But the second time, you like swing it around on the flail itself and hit him right in the neck. It severs his whole head off of his body, and the crown falls to the ground.
Put it in the bag, let's go.
Surrender.
No.
We have you surrounded.
I try and slice open the tent.
Okay, roll to attack the tent.
That's an 18.
An 18, you slice through the hole and you make a hole in the tent that's about man size, and you pass through.
Let's go!
Okay, time to go.
Everybody
Jeremy,
run?
Jeremy and Ramen are out.
So what is your plan from here, young travelers?
We plan to.
To reunite the armor pieces.
Yeah, we got all of them, right?
Well, 2 of them.
We have 2 of them.
One of them is in storage right now, I guess.
I'm sure we can.
Also, we haven't done any of the food mechanics this entire campaign.
No.
My rudeness. Forgive my friend's rudeness. We will
No,
work
fuck you.
with
Fuck you. We're
work
gonna wait.
with your men to reunite the armor.
At the head of the altar, there's almost like a glowing cylindrical force field, what seems, and inside the force field itself are floating the draconian shield and sword.
Alright, let's just off all
Okay.
this in here.
All right, let's stick it all. in the
Let's arrange the armor on the altar, I guess, and put the sword and shield with it.
You guys, do you take out the armor? How do you do it?
I mage hand it all.
Okay, you mage hand it. It goes to the altar. You take the sword and shield out from the cylindrical force field thing and put it on the altar. And as this happens, like the sky begins to darken, and nothing happens for a few minutes, and you realize a cloud has just passed in between the sun. But nothing worthwhile has happened by placing the armor on the altar. You guys hear some like buzzing in the distance.
That's not good. I
That's
don't
not good.
Before you do that though,
Okay. Or not.
the
Let
buzzing-
me get ahead of the buzzing.
the buzzing in the distance grows so loud, and you look up, and you see this like what seems to be like a flying wooden thing.
What?
What the fuck is
They have
that?
fucking helicopters.
There are elevators in our world.
You see about 7 floating things in the sky.
UFOs.
Is that a
Uh,
RuneScape sprite? Looks like a RuneScape sprite.
And they come down from the sky, and in one of them you see
There.
you see Leona Wright in one of them.
It's the gnome copters. They've come for us.
The gnome copters.
Wait, what?
Well, how about you talk to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Bitwise.
Yeah.
So, how did you know where we were? And how did you know we would need help?
Well, Diog came in and he said he had a vision of you guys in trouble. I guess it was a premonition, since I came at the right time, rather than 3 weeks ago when you told me about it. But I decided to come anyways. He said I would come in at the nick of time. He foretold of this happening, so I actually had a prototype of these in the workshop, and I decided might as well try and use them, and they've actually worked pretty well so far. You see a on top of Ivoryweir, the mountain itself. You find yourself on top of the mountain. Below you, you see Celebrimbor Lake, and you see just dotted islands around you. And then your vision shifts down to the mountain itself, and you see a grand altar on top of the mountain. A gray one inside a stone building on top. And you also see yourself in third person standing on the altar, and you see yourself putting on the armor itself
Oh, shit.
on the top of the mountain. You pass over the lake, and you stop at a point where the mountain reaches no higher, and you see an altar.
Yeah. You know the drill. Magic. Mage hand. It's all set up.
Yes. I'm afraid I have to do this pot alone. No disrespect to you guys, but it has to be just me.
Do you wanna give us a little bit more information? Like, we know that
You know, that we trust you.
it's not that we don't trust you, it's just that
We don't
we've
trust
seen
you.
bad shit happen.
Wait, but I think that encompasses.
Did it work?
So, to explain everything, in front of the group, you see Bovril get onto the altar and don the armor. It seems as if a haze goes over his vision. His eyes almost go red, it seems. He gets back off the altar and raises his weapon towards the group.
Oh, this can't be good.
Bovril, look at you.
I turn back.
you-
Jeremy.
That little works.
I turn
Oh,
back
you
around.
don't know
I
what
can recognize
exactly has just happened, have you? I
Yeah,
I am a god now, and you're gonna have to show me what you were.
so you're not
Um,
the dude? Yeah, no, are you possessed by
Wait, is he possessed by the dude?
You can't tell. You don't know.
Zone
But-
of truth.
Do what you want.
No, do what you want. I don't care.
Alright, if we all die here, it's probably my fault.
Well, might as well zone of truth then. Alright. Do a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah,
19.
Oh, you fucking made it.
You were so pathetic to think that would affect me.
So are we in combat?
Not yet.
I don't want it to be.
We will be in combat next time on...
Dragon Ball Z! Yeah, I need Jeremy here, otherwise we're dead.
It's gonna take him 3 turns to charge his attack, and us 5 turns to charge our